My name is Frank, and do you also want me to introduce
a little bit of Vangoh,
yeah? Together with my sister Tess, the blonde girl over there, we founded Zwol. It's a new company. We started at the end of 2019, and we have a really simple mission: get more sustainable products in people's homes. How to make a sustainable product sexy, because it's sustainable, used most of the time made of cardboard. Cardboard is not a real sexy product, so we came up with an idea to make the cardboard sexy by putting Dutch art on it. And it's also a way, besides the mission to have more sustainable products in people's homes, we also want to reach more young people, not only in the Netherlands, but also all over the world, and also in China. So how do you do that? By teaming up with brands and artists. Our first artist is Vangoh. I think everybody knows him. So we teamed up with the Vangoh Museum, and we have our first product is the Vangoh stool.
Yes. And you create an interesting video with Vangoh.
Yes.
Yeah. Shall we play that video to let the people to have feelings? Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Not this one. Yes.
Toen ROlf mij vroeg om 2 gerecyclede producten te beschilderen, kon ik natuurlijk geen nee zeggen. Het combineren van kunst met duurzame producten is natuurlijk helemaal niet toekomstig. Als influencer krijg ik onverwacht vaak deze over vloer. Deze kleur van een foto was perfect.
I really like the tagline of your brand. Yes. So get a taste of Vangoh. We're gonna have more discussions after the self-introductions. So the second one, Tomas, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the invitation to be part of the panel. I'm Tomas Snels from Tomas Concept and Creation. I'm located with my company in Den Bosch in the Kruidenfabriek. It's an old building with a lot of creative people who are working in it. I develop concepts for a living, and one of my clients is Visit Brabant and the Vangoh heritage sites. And I do a lot of marketing communication materials for them. I work that out in all kind of things. And because I love Vincent van Gogh, I love the area, I love Brabant, I like also to develop own products. And therefore I started with developing Van Gogh shoes. Especially to walk with Van Gogh shoes through the Brabant landscape in the footsteps of Vincent. So where he walked, you can walk with the Van Gogh shoes through the beautiful area. And near that, after that shoes became successful, especially by the movie Loving Vincent, because Hugh and Dorota wore the shoes on every stage in the world where they came with the movie Loving Vincent. The shoes became very successful until the red carpet in Los Angeles. I thought, okay, walking is nice, but I love cycling, and I thought it would be nice to develop a nice Van Gogh bike, a high quality bike, and what makes it possible to go with that bike with other people who like cycling and love art, to cycle with that bike through Brabant, of course. We have 39 beautiful monuments, and then go to the Borinage, and then go to the south of France, near Paris also, south of France, and cycle with a lot of people on a Van Gogh bike. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm working, doing projects, doing by my own, and work together with all kind of people and love co-creating.
Cool. I know you have a video with your Van Gogh bike and your little story attached to Van Gogh. Do you want to share it with us?
Yeah, that's fun. It's a personal video.
Yes.
I thought it would be nice to tell my personal story, the background behind the idea, so we can take a look at it.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the video. The next one. Yeah, I know Visit Brabant is really amazing, so the next one will be Visit Brabant. So the next one is ROlf. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. As well, thanks for the invitation. Love to be here. My name is ROlf Pepers. I'm a trade manager at Visit Brabant. You can't miss that. That's clear already.
Yes.
And as a trade manager, together with my valued colleague Pim, where is he? Oh, there you are. I was looking. Okay. Yeah. Together with Pim, we travel across Europe, visiting lots of fairs and shows to promote Brabant to the professional tourism industry. So that's where we met first time at ITB, and very soon after that you were in Brabant to
for more than 5-6 times already.
Yeah.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have so many beautiful locations, and it all sort of like started also with Vincent van Gogh. 2014 we actually started, or 2015, with the Van Gogh year, which was celebrated in the Netherlands. It was a great opportunity to show the homeland of Vincent van Gogh, the place where he's born and where he's raised and where he created his first masterpiece. Those are locations that we love to show to the public, and it's also a very nice start to make clear where Brabant is, what else is there to show. So it's a very good start always of our story. Like, okay, we go to the homeland of Vincent van Gogh, because we have to be honest, not that many people know the word Brabant or the region where it's located. It's not like in Andalusia or something like that yet, but we're working on it. So it's a great opportunity to show the beauty, the beautiful cities that we have. We have a great offer. Like everyone probably knows the Efteling, or maybe the Safari Park Beekse Bergen. But our beautiful cities like Den Bosch, Breda, Eindhoven. There is so much more to offer, but the cool thing about Van Gogh is that he lived and worked and got inspired in so many places in Brabant that he's sort of like covering the whole place. So it's a lovely product to show everyone. Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to show the videos of the Visit Brabant 2019 review?
Yeah, it's a sort of like a recap of what we've been doing last year in promotion, not just the trade part that we did with Pim, but also with my colleagues. But please have a look.
Enjoy. You see the Chinese media with us.
This is my product project. I did a lot of this. I made a trailer.
Very nice problem.
My grandfather dropped right around standing. It brings back a lot of memories. It's just overwhelming.
So much happening.
They are doing a great job. It's all done by you? Oh, wow. So now you know where to visit in your next trip. Visit Brabant. Very happy to share with you guys.
You're all very welcome.
Yes, thank you, ROlf. Last one, Martjin, can you introduce yourself?
Welcome all in the Grand Cafe Museum restaurant, first class, eerste klas. My name is Martjin, and I'm allowed to sell this beautiful place in the tourism industry. Yeah, what can I say more? It's a beautiful venue in the center of Amsterdam, the city center, the old city center, at that side, and the new side, the north side. And in the garden side, we say all big attractions and museums are close to the restaurant. Of course, I sell this place in the tourism industry and also for a restaurant. The tourism industry is really, really important. Not only national, but also especially international, because tourists also need to eat. Not only the FITs, but also the groups. And we are well located, so thanks to the location, thanks to the history, we already attract a lot of groups to the restaurant. But also we think it's really important to get the FITs to the restaurant as well, not only the national, but also especially international tourists. Especially nowadays, people like to use social media, so you gain brand awareness on those social media sites like Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, I don't know the Chinese versions, so the Weibo when you recheck, and you need somebody to help you on that. And Emily was one of the first believers to also sell a restaurant online, or to promote a restaurant online in the tourism industry, because a restaurant normally is promoted on the restaurant dining sites, like nowadays before, or Dining City. But most of the time it's also a reservation platform. People can reserve a table, but they can't already pre-book in advance and pay in advance like you do on the OTA. And yeah, we just thought, and maybe we can create a product, just sell a 3-course dinner online. Instead of you buy a canoe cruise, you buy a 3-course dinner online, and with a voucher you can come to the restaurant as well. And she was one of the first one on the online industry who promoted the restaurant. And now some of them they are following, some of them they are not following yet. Hopefully they also will follow soon, and so we can get also a lot of FIT in the restaurant.
For sure.
The history, yeah, we don't have a go, but we have Pepers, and Pepers is also the architect of the Rijksmuseum. So that is why we also have some paintings of Rembrandt inside the restaurant. Just a small blink, Pepers, the Rijksmuseum, and also the Central Station. Also in the restaurant part, we have some reproductions of the master in the restaurant. It was all an ID with an exhibition in Rai, but we just left them here because it looks really nice in this venue. Pepers is the architect of this beautiful building, and these were the former first-class waiting rooms, so the rich and famous back in the 1900s, beginning of 1900, they waited here before they took a train. The royal waiting room, so from the king and the queen, is still next to us, and still theirs. But we are allowed for groups to sell guided tours in that area. This is first class, so that is why everything is beautiful, decorated. We've got a nice high moving ceilings, panels on the walls, and all the beautiful architecture inside this beautiful venue.
Is it all original?
It's all original, yeah. It's all intact. So the alley here, it was gone for a long time, but since 3 years now, they brought back the whole alley behind the restaurant. So now we are also accessible without checking in or checking out. So because we've got a staircase coming from the main hall to the restaurant, and in the past you could only visit the restaurant from the platform. Yeah. So now we also have a staircase. Yeah, what can I say more?
Experience.
I don't have a video, but you're live here.
Yes,
so,
that's why. That's the way. Yes.
So enjoy, and hopefully we'll see each other again soon.
Cool. So thank you, Martjin.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I think why we are sitting here together is actually Shake to Win as a platform connecting the dots for how to repackaging the whole experience for people by visiting the places, understanding the culture, by buying the products to make it accessible for their daily life. So by then the second question is I wanted to also understand your perspective. How do you see the China market from your perspective of the product you're selling, you know, the potential, how do you feel it for the China markets?
I think with our stool and when we can connect with local artists, we can reach a lot of young people in China, and that's also our mission to reach young people and connect them with art. So now we start in Holland, of course, with our Vangoh stool, but in China we want to, that's what we're working on right now together, to team up with local artists and make the products accessible for young people, make art accessible for young people.
You believe in Chinese people also attached to arts as well?
Yeah.
Great, cool. And Thomas, how do you see the Chinese market potential from your perspective?
I think it's an interesting one because the country is huge and there's a lot of culture and also culture of course here, and I think it's a challenge to make a combination from my opinion, because I create artists things and creative things, to work together with younger people, especially from your team, for example.
Thank you.
And to see what we can create, a new way of working, co-creating, collaboration. I think it's interesting to combine it and to see what we can reach with new products, new ideas. Yeah.
For the market. And how do you see Chinese FIT market, ROlf?
Well, the Chinese visitors are definitely really interesting, but we like to be selective actually in what type of people we attract. You were already saying like the big groups with the flags. Yeah, we prefer actually to have the FIT visitor coming over and to also be able to attract then the younger public, the young Chinese visitors, and mainly the ones with the cultural interest, the people that are able and willing to visit the locations for a longer period of time, to take the time to really experience, to really get into the story, the whole location, absorb it for real, and we prefer that instead of the big groups that come for the picture and maybe also post it on Weibo, but it's more the quality type, and also fantastic that this is a way to reach also the younger public, and we are convinced that that's going to help also in the future to put our destination and the beautiful cultural sites that we have, and we have a lot of them that are small and not very well known. So it's not like a Vangoh museum that has so many visitors already. We are those undiscovered pearls. That's what we offer, and it's lovely to be able to show that to the rest of the world via a platform like Shake to Win. Yeah.
Thank you. And Martjin, how do you see the China market potential?
Yeah, it's, of course for us it's also huge, because also when the Chinese travel, they need to eat.
Everybody needs to eat.
Eat in a beautiful building like this instead of the Chinese restaurants, because a lot of groups, Chinese groups, they are still going to the traditional Chinese restaurants and have their dinner over there.
Okay.
But instead of you, I'm happy nowadays when I see a flag with Chinese people, because then a group of Chinese people enter my restaurant, so then they are not eating at the traditional restaurant, then they choose our restaurant to do something different, and that's the whole idea now. Most of the time they are younger people, also people who buy with the competitor like Klas, Asian big OTA, Thanks to them, we also have a lot of Asian visitors nowadays. And for them, it's normal to buy something online already before they travel. And if they want to dine somewhere else, something different that they're used to, I think, of course, that's for us, it's only a bigger potential.
Yeah.
We only can grow in for Chinese on the group, but also especially on the FIT.
Sure, yeah. Sure. Yes. So the last question is, well, actually, it's not our competitors, maybe our collaborator in the future. Yeah. So, exactly. Yes. So the last question I want to ask is about why do you would like to choose to work with Shake to Win, as we are a startup, a small team, and we are not like compared with a big OTA. We are not focusing on just selling, but a longer, cultural creation of the contents. Why do you would like to work with us as a startup, like as we are the startup?
Just to be honest, look at yourself. You're so enthusiastic. It's full of power. You love what you're doing. That is one of the biggest. First of all, one of the first reasons why we were like, okay, we're going to support you. We're going to work with you. That is why you can come here with your team. I love your team as well.
Thank you.
There are young people who has a really big sales drive. They love what they are doing. They're passionate. And of course, it's a step to the market. And you do not promote a KFC or a McDonald's or a Hard Rock Cafe. You also promote the nice hidden gems. And this is also one of the things, of course, we started a collaboration, but first of all, it's you and your terrific team.
Thank you. And Rob?
I'm also a fan of you and your team. It's just lovely. They're all so full of energy, lovely young crowd. It's just incredible. I know most of you maybe follow you on social media, but I'm always really impressed. It's like, what? She's now in Spain again? Yesterday she was on my table, and the next day I see a picture that she's in Hong Kong again. The energy is amazing. It's super. Of course, like I just already said, the reach of the type of public is really lovely. And also especially with the content that you're creating. Thank you for choosing for Brabant and the Vangoh heritage sites to include them in your first video with MC Han, which is a lovely video, and it's for us it's also really great to see that change. The Vangoh locations is a bit more like also like traditional locations, receiving also that type of public, and with this cooperation together with you, we see also the potential one side on new target groups, more future wise, and also the development of these locations is changing with that. For example, in Nune, next year we will have, apart from the museum, the museum will extend, and it will have a light lab in there in a cooperation with ASML, and it will show the sort of like the future also from Vangoh, how he looked at light and paintings at that time. And how the future is going to look like, and I know that's sort of like combination is what we find in Shake to Win as well. It's the cultural past, but also a way to the future. So that's cool.
Thank you, Rolf.
So that would be difficult to.
Good luck.
Thank you. I was thinking back when we first met, and what I directly felt a connection between you and me and your team, because the products I develop, I do that from my heart and from my stomach. So they're real from me, and not to sell a lot, but tell the story in combination with the product. And that was something that I directly felt also when we met, and also with your team. We had Skype brainstorm sessions, me behind the computer in my office, and you with our complete team. So fun and so directly and low level and easy to work with young people, enthusiastic, dynamic, all that kind of words I can repeat, but I feel the same. And I think it's fun to work together without any, it feels natural. I think that's most important.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
And you create great product as well. So
thank you.
Frank?
Yeah, I can agree with you. It feels really personal with you. We met each other in Madrid.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Which is 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I also believe that startups can help startups. And that feels really good. I like the fact that you're with a small team. You're not a big company. You have, I believe you have a lot of knowledge of the European market as well. And of course the China market. And in our opinion, you are very good bridge between what we want and what we can do in China. You can help with us. Very good. And your team. So thanks.
So thank you very much. I think it is very thankful to have all these partners. As I always said, Shake to Win is not just a commercial company. It's a network that we build for enable people to get in connections, helping each other with the perspective of preserving culture, make arts and culture easier, approachable, for everyone can enjoy, for every journey, and bringing it home as well, biking. So thank you very much for these sections, and I'm sure that we're gonna have a lot of exciting news that we're gonna announce in 2020 for multiple collaboration gonna happen in between the partners here and also some partners overseas. And I want to end these sections with one quote. Every one of us sitting here, driving by this quote: one must work hard, one must work and dare if one really wants to live, by Vincent van Gogh. And it inspired me why we are sitting here to do something that is not previously people done, but we are doing something that it brings the arts and culture to become more accessible for everyone in the future. So this also inspired me by creating this event, connecting everyone to be here to make collaborations. So thank you very much for 4 speakers on the stage, and I have prepared a little bit gift for you guys on the thank you gift. And after that, we're gonna end our event soon. But before that, allow me to also introduce my Mexico team to be here to present something we have been done for the past 1 year and share with you guys a new expansion plan in 2020 that we've